Rosa Parks, a symbol of courage and change. Rosa Parks is widely regarded as a key figure in the American civil rights movement. Her decision to defy racial segregation laws in Montgomery, Alabama, on December 1, 1955, ignited a movement that forever changed the United States. Parks' story is not only inspiring, but also a powerful reminder of how one person's courage can spark widespread social change. Early life and background. Rosa Louise Macaulay was born on February 4, 1913, in Tuskegee, Alabama. Her parents, James and Leona Macaulay, were a carpenter and a teacher, respectively. Rosa grew up in Pine Level, a rural area outside Montgomery, where she experienced the harsh realities of segregation from an early age. Schools, buses, and other public facilities were separated by race, and Black Americans faced severe discrimination and limited opportunities. Rosa attended a school for African American children, which often lacked resources compared to schools for white children. Despite these challenges, Rosa valued education. She later enrolled at Alabama State Teachers College for Negroes, but had to leave to care for her grandmother and mother when they became ill. The segregation laws. During Rosa's lifetime, the South was governed by Jim Crow laws. Jim Crow laws were discriminatory rules in the United States, especially in the South, from the late 19th century to the mid-20th century. These laws enforced racial segregation in many areas of public life, including public transportation. On buses, the rules were: 1. Priority for white passengers. The front seats were reserved for white passengers. 2. Black passengers had to sit in the back. Black people could only sit in the rear section of the bus. Flexible dividing line. The division between the white and colored sections was not fixed. If more white passengers boarded, the white section was extended, and black passengers were forced to give up their seats, or if there was no room, leave the bus. For Rosa Parks, like many others, these laws were humiliating and unjust. However, it was dangerous to challenge them openly. Speaking out against racial discrimination often led to violence, imprisonment, or even death. The bus incident. On December 1, 1955, Rosa Parks boarded a bus in Montgomery after finishing her work as a seamstress. She sat in the first row of the colored section, just behind the seats reserved for white passengers. As the bus filled up, the driver ordered Rosa and 3 other black passengers to give up their seats for white riders. While the others reluctantly moved, Rosa refused. Her quiet but firm act of defiance led to her arrest. Rosa later explained her decision by saying, "I was tired of giving in." She was not physically tired, but emotionally exhausted from the constant humiliation and injustice. Rosa Parks' actions became a key moment in the American civil rights movement. The Montgomery bus boycott. Rosa Parks' arrest quickly became a rallying point for the Black community. Activists in Montgomery organized a bus boycott and urged African Americans to refuse to ride public buses. The boycott began on December 5, 1955, the day of Rosa's trial. Leaders, including a young pastor named Martin Luther King Jr., played a crucial role in organizing carpools and alternative transportation. The boycott lasted for over a year and caused significant financial losses for the bus system. Despite threats, harassment, and violence, the Black community remained united. Finally, on December 20, 1956, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that segregation on public buses was unconstitutional. Rosa Parks's courageous refusal contributed significantly to this landmark victory. Rosa Parks's legacy. After the boycott, Rosa and her husband Raymond faced ongoing threats and harassment. They eventually moved to Detroit, Michigan, where Rosa continued her activism. She worked for Congressman John Conyers and was involved in civil rights causes throughout her life. Rosa Parks received numerous honors, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1996 and the Congressional Gold Medal in 1999. She passed away on October 24, 2005, but her legacy lives on. Why Rosa Parks matters. Rosa Parks is often called the mother of the civil rights movement, but her story is about more than one moment on a bus. It is about the courage to challenge injustice and the power of collective action. Rosa's bravery reminds us that change often begins with ordinary people taking extraordinary steps. Her life teaches us that anyone, no matter their background, can make a difference. Today, her story inspires movements for equality and justice around the world. Rosa Parks proved that even a single act of resistance can spark a revolution, and her example continues to inspire future generations. By reflecting on her life, we honor her courage and commitment to creating a fairer and more just society.